It's heartbreaking to see the companies going out of business.
Dozens of Canadian companies who stepped up to meet the PPE demands during the pandemic have been forced to either close or pivot to other industries. This is the federal government has signed deals to purchase protective equipment from companies outside Canada. Back in 2020, around 100 companies began manufacturing PPE across Canada to meet the needs asked by the federal government. The hope was to create a domestic manufacturing industry to supply PPE in Canada long term.
To make sure that it was going to be sustainable and would be there in the future for not just for this pandemic, but for all pandemics to come.
But 3 years after the pandemic began, Barry Hunt from the Canadian Association of PPE Manufacturers says 90% of those companies have either shut their doors or moved to other industries. He says this is all in part due to Ottawa's deal with American company 3M and Quebec-based Medicom.
It blindsided everybody here in the Canadian industry. My company alone signed 3 different contracts with government to develop things for specifically to meet this challenge. Not one order.
Hunt says companies invested a lot of time and resources to answer the federal government's call. Paul Sweeney, who runs Swanco in Waterloo, Ontario, invested in a 50,000 square foot facility, which includes 11 machines, an automated packaging system, and a 17,000 square foot cleaning room. He says they have the ability to make between 20 to 25 million masks a month, but without help, it's sitting idle.
We've been developing new products and designing new things, and we're ready to go. We just need support. We need the government to step in and either, pay us off for what we've invested or give us business so that we can keep our equipment and machines running.
Winnipeg-based PATA Medical is the only company in North America that produces sustainable and compostable masks that meets Level 3 face mask testing requirements and created the first CSA-approved reusable N95 level half mask respirator in Canada. President and CEO Martin Petrak says the feds are not only missing a big opportunity to invest in domestic companies, but missing an opportunity to be leaders around the world.
So this is where it'd be, I think, very, very helpful for the federal government to help us around that procurement process and help us look at how do we create opportunities for domestic manufacturers.
Hunt says if another pandemic hits, Canada will not be prepared.
There's not a country in the world that's going to send them to you because they're all going to be protecting their own citizens. Good luck.
In Winnipeg, Alex Karpa, City News.